Oh, hey guys, we had some tornadoes here earlier today, some large hail. Unfortunately for me, ping pong size hail. It was a little bit east of me, south of me. Unfortunately for the people down there though. This morning I received a copy of the letter that the West Virginia Secretary of State sent to the city of Clarksburg regarding the charter amendment to move the election date and extend some of their terms. This letter was sent in September, raises a couple of serious issues that really haven't been dealt with yet. And the ones that they did deal with, obviously they put it off as long as they could. And I think that's a mistake. You know, you heard the mayor say, I don't want this election being run in City Hall. Can we move it to the county? If he read that letter, which presumably he has, it says that you can't move a city election to the county without the county clerks agreeing to it. Quite simply, it's a lot of work that the county clerk is not legally responsible for. You're just throwing work on them. And the biggest thing is that a lot of times county voting precincts don't line up with city limits. And so you could have people showing up to their precinct who live outside of city limits but getting a ballot for Clarksburg stuff. You have to give the county clerk enough time to either redraw the precincts, get a second set of books, something to prevent that from happening. Because if that were to happen, you would have a contested election, possibly some lawsuits. It would be a mess. Another thing is the Secretary of State said all 7 office terms were extended unlawfully. Term extension... Election dates can be moved, but they need to be moved on a different ballot than the one that people are running on. And part of that is that when we elect people, we're supposed to know how long we're electing them for. That wasn't possible with the last ballot because we didn't know whether it was going to be a 4-year term or a 5-year term because we didn't know if the charter amendment would pass. Now, they were all aware of this. They alluded to some of this in their public comments, but they just said, well, if these other problems become an issue, we'll fix them in the future. This is the same kind of hem-hawing, refusing to follow the law that got them in the mess that they're in, and it's going to bite them in the future. If the water bonds couldn't be signed for, because people would be in office illegally. What happens when the city needs to borrow sewer money in a couple years or any other kind of federal grant and they're not legally in office, so the Secretary of State won't vouch for it? And finally, the Secretary of State mentioned that West Virginia Ethics Commission found these term extensions to be unlawful. Presumably all of the council read that. And so the people who voted against fixing their own terms, which unfortunately include Will Hyman and probably Jim Malfrajo, they have knowledge and intent that voting against or for something that they know is illegal shows knowledge and intent. The Secretary of State kind of set a trap there for them and they walked into it. I guess this is just part of the big cleanse that Lily Junkins was talking about. Sometimes it's ugly. Sometimes more things come out than you want. It can be pretty brutal. Holler at you later.